Hello, you join me on stage here at the SSE Arena, Wembley, and it is the setting for Lee Evans' latest tour, the Monsters Tour, and joining me on stage to answer some questions from Ask Men, the man himself, man of the moment, Mr. Lee Evans. How does appealing to such a large audience, and here we are in this big old space, how does it affect your shows?
To be honest, it doesn't affect it it doesn't affect it at all. You know, it is a larger show, i.e. all this kind of stuff. It doesn't affect it in any way whatsoever. I was doing this, my stand-up hasn't changed at all since I started at the Comedy Store years and years ago. It's still the same technique I use. I'm just trying to be good at it. I just want to be really good at doing stand-up.
Do you remember the first stand-up that you went to see when you were a young man?
Yeah, it was at the Comedy Store.
Oh, yeah.
Well, when I was a kid, because I sort of grew up in it, when my dad was doing all the working men's clubs and stuff like that, I would, more or less, you'd always find me next to in the wings somewhere, watching Tommy Cooper, Larry Grayson, Tom O'Connor, Cannonball, Freddie Starr, Jimmy Tarbuck. There was a great act I always loved when I was a kid called Daly and Wayne. They were really mental and physical. And I suppose once you start watching that, somehow I suppose it just sinks in. And my dad always said to me when I was a kid, whatever you do, stay out of the way, Lee. Don't get in anyone's way, all right? Because they used to chirp us out of the dressing room when he was getting changed and all that. Because he used to stand with me mum in the dressing room, getting changed, and he'd go out, do a club, and he used to do about 5 gigs a night in Manchester, because there's working men's clubs on every corner. And we used to just go from gig to gig to gig, from Liverpool, Manchester, up to Glasgow, to Newcastle, to Leeds, just doing that night after night after night after night. And I suppose those were the first comedians I ever watched. All them old guys. But then, and that's what I thought the route was. So when all this new comedy was coming along, you were busy doing poetry with
It's like Billy Bragg
and Beautiful South and all them guys. And you were off doing, you know, it was a whole new movement, wasn't it? Thatcher was in power, there was mass unemployment, and there was like this sort of movement, they wanted change somehow. Light entertainment on the telly was crap and it was boring and it was just been done and done and done. And I went to the Comedy Store and I saw Lee Corns. And I just thought it was the funniest thing I've ever seen. Because he was imitating animals and he was doing, making inanimate objects come to life. And I just thought it was the best thing. And then I watched John Hegley, who I love. He was brilliant. And I just thought, that's what I want to do. And so that was the sort of, the night that it sort of changed for me, really. I was doing West Ham Working Men's Club. Absolutely dying on my arse. And a guy come up to me after the show. He bought me a pint in West Ham Working Men's Club, just behind the stadium. Give me a pint. And he said, mate, you're in the wrong place. And I went, what do you mean? He went, you're at the wrong place. Here's a pint. You should go home. And I was in the wrong place. I was in the wrong place, you know. So I went up to the Comedy Store. He told me about it. The Comedy Store, and so I went up there.
You're in the wrong
place, mate. Here's a pint. And I went home.
Drink that. Leave.
Exactly. It was exactly that.
Finally, for those who have not seen the show, what can we expect to see Lee Evans on the DVD of the Monsters Tour?
It's a very long DVD. It's like 2.5 hours long.
Wow. So
you can watch it over a series of at least a month.
It's nice.
Yeah, I mean, you have to bring food in, you have to take the breaks. It's difficult. You know, be prepared for a long one. There's a lot in there.
Strap in.
Strap in.
Press pause, put the kettle on.
Put an helmet on.
Really?
Yep, your life vest is under your seat.
It's nice. Exits from Lee's DVD are here.
Here, and here.
That's the main exit. Lee Evans, thank you very much indeed.
I love you, Phil.
Always a pleasure.
You're
love
a
you
really
too.
top bloke. Thank you.
You're
very
a lovely
much.
man.
Thank you.